that camera. Looking at the wrong one.
Hey everybody, this is John.
This is Nerd Leader.
And I'm praying this works.
They supposedly have really good downloads.
Everything looks good. But you know how it is. There's a difference between looking good and doing good. Alright. Metal. Alright, let's do this. I think I got past this last time, and it just kept dropping, so I was like, fuck it. We're gonna redo it and see if I can't get a solid 2 hours in just one. My bare minimum for, okay, I'll keep that, is at least an hour, though. If it's less than an hour, to me, it's not worth keeping.
Okay.
I mean, there's a difference between being invincible and immortal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
And I've never I understood directly conflating undeath with eternal life either. I'm not saying it's not a similar existence. I'm just saying it's not exactly the same.
Is the difference your susceptibility to turn undead?
No, I mean that and the fact that generally you have to die first. And I don't mean legally dead, I mean like straight up, no, his cells are dead.
He is no more, he has ceased to be. Cross streams, that is making me think about the big questions. It's essentially been 2 weeks since I played this last.
Don't forget that you could use, gold needles to get rid of buildup. It doesn't have to get to full-blown, petrification.
Okay. There we go.
You know, I was thinking about the way characters are in this, and it's kind of like in Final Fantasy X, where they're all rather specific. I would say some of these games have characters a little more highly specific than others, and thought I'd just let it talk real quick, but
I was looking at that earlier. Yeah, well, I think I like how this one does a little more to distinguish everyone.
But I recently did a level, and I'm not saying it can't work. I maybe need to just mess around with it more. But where I was trying to make, I used Yuna a lot at the beginning, so I could get to the point where I could break everyone into the center, and all of the different spheres that gave stats that you could put into it, I put into Kamari's area, and was having everyone go through it and dip into the beginning of everyone else's areas and stuff. And it turns out eventually you reach a point where that doesn't really work, because the way the game is set up, being like good at everything isn't as good as being exceptional at one thing. You know what I mean? It's like you need someone who's super accurate. You need someone who hits super hard, you know, like you need Titus to be over a certain speed. It doesn't necessarily have to be Titus, but you know what I mean, like that, like I know it's kind of like how when you get a character build in something over a certain point where they start getting good at the things they were weak at, it's like, wow, they really feel like an elite character. Maybe I should have got everything good from the beginning. It's like, well, if you do that, you can be good. But it's also kind of a slow crawl to being great, you know what I mean? It can be kind of better to be early on specialized and then diversify when you get to where you need to be. Because, you know, I was thinking about how in the building characters and that, and, you know, how you can theoretically build ultimate weapons, but they just kind of in some ways can't compete with the actual ultimate weapons because they have more bonuses than a normal weapon could have. But I wonder how much in the international version, that's why they added ribbon, so the things that you break damage limit have an actual use. Because I've done that before. I've sat and made custom ultimate weapons, but like, if you can open up someone's ultimate weapon, it's better just to use that. Not necessarily technically. There's a couple things really high end that the ability to have pierce and break damage limit help, because the special weapons don't have pierce, but they ignore defense, but sometimes you'll end up doing more damage to stuff with special armor if you aren't ignoring defense, but you are ignoring pierce.
Yeah, well, I mean, what all you got to go through to unlock the ultimate weapons in 10? Oh my god, just I'm using them even if they're not the best thing. I don't care. It was Kamari's that you have to dodge like 100 lightning bolts or whatever.
No,
right?
It's Lulu's. Oh, I think it's more like 200. But for Kamari, you have to do the hardest version of the butterfly catching game. See, for Waka, you have to do enough blitz. For Titus, you have to do really good in chocobo racing. I see, that's 4 of them, so there should be 3 more characters. For Arin, you have to do a bit of the monster arena unlocking stuff. For actually, in some ways, Riku's is the easiest. You just have to complete the Cactar quest. It doesn't have to be to necessarily like the best way. You just have to get an ending to it. Who's left? Yuna. I want to say for hers, you have to to open up its existence, you have to do a little bit of the monster arena, but just so little that it's like But I want to say you have to open hers, do the whole, like, fighting Belgamini and all her, like, summon monsters. Like, you have to get, like, whatchamacallit, don't you have to actually get the Mega Sisters to be able to get her ultimate weapon? And then beat, like, Belgamini's version of it?
I don't remember. I don't know that I ever unlocked them with any characters, because I remember looking at some of the requirements and being like, nah, I'm just going to beat this game and be done with it. That was a game I was just trying to be done with.
You know, that was one of the only Final Fantasy games that I got to the end and I was like, can I even do it? Like, when I first got to the final Aeon, man, it just kicked my ass so hard. I was like, you know, it felt kind of insurmountable, but that was also kind of at the tail end of me getting to the end of Final Fantasy games, not like in a challenge level. I wasn't challenging myself to get a low level at the end. I was just trying to get to the end, you know, as fast as I could.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, you hit that battle at minimum level, and it's like, nope. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been so high leveling that I've beaten that boss fight in both its forms with just the Mega Sisters. But...
There we go. Alright.
So how hurt are you after that fight? Remember, that was what was kicking your ass last time, was going in beat up.
Remembering buttons is an important part of this game.
Ah.
Right.
That makes you think of when I'm not used to Elden Ring anymore, and I either try to run or attack with the heal button, jump right at somebody's face and heal at them. Something I've been finding is surprisingly good against horse guys is jump attacks, which makes the jump attack talisman pretty good. I wonder.
A penance imposed by the planet for the sin of our existence. And now, our only wish is to be freed from this prison, to be granted true peace.
Some of the stuff he's talking about is going to require either him to be lying or there to be fundamental changes in, like, the spiritual cosmology of, like, Final Fantasy VII.
I feel like they've already changed a lot. So what's some more?
From the planet, we claim the greatest of materia, a most sacred treasure, and imbued it with our desire for freedom.
I mean, kind of like we were talking about that one time, like, are ancients from the planet?
After an eternity, the materia began to stir, and thus did we rejoice, knowing that salvation was within our grasp. We rejoiced, so convinced were we that our prayers for release had not been in vain.
In the original game, you didn't learn about the black materia until they read about it in the murals on the wall, right?
Yeah, that's when it gets dropped on you.
Grant us deliverance. Therefore, we ask that you retrieve it, the black materia, key to our oblivion.
It's not like it'll blow up the whole fucking planet or anything.
Alone can liberate us from this endless dream. The key cannot rest until our sacred treasure has been restored to us. Moreover, in redressing the crime of her ancestors, the Cetra may help us to let go our ancient grudge.
Where is it?
It is said the orb lies within a place of Cetra worship.
A place of Cetra worship? Or temple?
You know what?
I have an idea. At least, I think I do.
Forgive me, Hollow One, if I regard you with suspicion.
Now hold on there. I'm friend to one and all, thanks to my crystal ball. No matter your need, I have the right read.
Is it just me? I know it was in the movie too. Did you not pick up on him having an Irish accent? Like, that is one thing that is like, I did not picture. That's like something that's very canon, that is very just not the way I pictured things back in the day. Like, maybe I need to go back and look at it and be like, maybe he is supposed to be saying that way, but I guess I just never picked up on it.
I kind of always assumed it was more of like kind of like more of a carny accent.
Yeah, kind of that low-class American salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought he was in a very American character, but I know he's a very Japanese businessman character too, you know, from a certain point of view, the kind of like,
Guess we're back?
what is my real reason for doing this, workaholic?
Yeah.
But
We need to get moving.
Right.
so when bystanders see us do that, they're like, are you guys sure Cloud's the weird one?
I'll make you proud.
You know, they're all just like talking to spirits over here and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the way that guy seems to be uncomfortably watching you from over there.
It's good to see you again. Allow me to escort you to fellow Bugenhagen. Please, this way.
You guys talk to me in so many video games.
Hook, line, and sinker. Those undead suckers actually think we're gonna give them back their materia.
They called it their salvation or whatever. But to me, it sounded more like something with the potential to wreak some serious havoc. Nope.
Gotta hold it,
Where the
man.
hell are we letting them have it?
Can't let him have it either. Sephiroth. No
God
one
damn
else
it.
sets him?
Sephiroth was there. I believe you.
Wait. So, are you saying Sephiroth's after the black materia too?
Probably. Better to assume he is.
Well, come on. Let's go. Can't let anyone get between me and my materia.
So how over time do you think you'd have being like cloud material or Sephiroths in every room you walk into before you get in there?
I wouldn't say I knew about it exactly. Not directly, anyway. I just recall some document or other discussing its existence.
This is a neat looking sword.
It's a Shinra terminal. I should be able to find it again.
It's fucking big though. Jesus Christ.
I think so. I bet I'll book it for sure.
You know, it's weird. One day this is going to be reinterpreted back into a more traditional Final Fantasy game, probably with even sprites, but the way they attack is going to be based on this, so Ketchi's not going to be up on the move, he'll be a little down there going, whee, and notes are going to fly over and hit the enemy.
We both know you didn't need to worry about me. After all, I am the son of Seto the Watcher.
Forgive me. But if I recall correctly, Shinra should have set up a transmission terminal here in Cosmo. So, where is it?
What keeping up of that? Yes. Now I remember. I was so fascinated by the technology it employed that I did some tinkering. Some tinkering, I say. Though it was killing the world. But now it serves a decidedly more practical purpose.
You've got to be kidding me!
Well, do you know about a Cetra temple?
A temple, you say? If you mean a place where they worshipped gods, none exist. The Cetra never engaged in such practices.
I didn't know that.
Maybe it was referred to as such by someone ignorant of their culture. If instead it is a sign of importance to the Cetra that you see, texts do speak of one, and of the pains taken to conceal it.
So, it does exist?
Perhaps, though I know not where it is. Huh? And even should you find it, I would urge caution. They were a star-crossed people. To follow in their footsteps is to court tragedy. However, the rewards may yet outweigh the risks. You must bring every one of your senses to bear. For then no secret will elude you, however well hidden. And when you return home, I hope you'll share your discoveries with me.
Fellow Bugenhagen,
What is it? I'm a little busy here.
another man in a black robe has come. What should we do?
Well now, a friend of yours.
Where'd you see him?
Oh, the village gate.
We should
Cool.
check it out.
Go to the gate.
Yeah.
So if you were going to have a reference to, let's say that there was a reference to like Final Fantasy VII in a game that you were making, and the reference was there was a guy shrouded in a cloak, black cloak, standing somewhere, and you could talk to him, and it was supposed to be Cloud. You couldn't see that it was Cloud aside from it was, a guy in one of those cloaks. What would you have him say to indicate it's Cloud?
Let's mosey.
There you go.
That's what I would pick.
Monarchy.
I was trying to remember if it's Let's Mosey or Okie Dokie. He says something that's just super cheesy and is just like,
I'm not sure why though. I know Mako goes name when I see it, and this isn't it.
I can tell you what I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have him carrying around an airplane wing on a stick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Nibelheim has a terminal. I'd bet my whiskers on it.
It, had a terminal.
Cloud, remember when you told Key an attack back there? That it might be weird, but you can trust me. Aye, even if you were lying, I'm going to prove to you that you can trust me, that I'm on your side.
It's not that.
You know, I was thinking about Nibelheim being restored to its fullest version is the one horror that Cloud and Tifa are not ready for.
There's no roads you can take far as I know.
Maybe we can't go back.
So, you know, just about everything else they take in stride, but that they're like, what the fuck?
But by air.
Meaning we'll need smoke.
Right then, back to the airstrip we go.
Rotorel energy signature confirmed. And relatively close to you. While the signal is on the weaker side, it may serve as a good place to start. I'll send you the coordinates right away.
Oh, fast travels of it. Oh yeah, did you have to talk to one of those guys? Remember there were like guys who would guide you, kind of like the robots or whatever.
Yeah, I already.
Okay. Still not you fly with chocobos though for some reason. Which really makes me wonder what you have to do that. Like, do you think that's coming back here later? So you do. There is a couple times when you go back to Cosmo Canyon, game-wise, originally in the original one. Yeah, like, how much is it gonna burn your ass if? Well, you can do that in the next game. They just want you to expect it.
I would be a little unhappy. Okay, we're gonna look this up.
I think you need a different kind of, like an apostrophe, not a...
It'll autocorrect it for me.
Okay. Talks about everyone knows it's going to say completing the quest or whatever, like.
Well, I'll be goddamn, that worked.
Well, it's Mario Batman style flag, right?
Yep. Well,
hey, there's some up gusts or drafts, I guess.
oh, okay. That's cool, kinda.
Do you have to, or can you use that?
You can.
You can use that as a lunch place.
I got you in my sights now, Tower.
You know, these, I never know how to pronounce the names of these things. What is it, Sahagwin or whatever?
I believe so. Ice.
Which makes me think of it, I went through, you know, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 recently, and in it, you go to an underwater, I guess an underground temple or whatever at one point, and they don't say what the enemies are. But I'm pretty sure, I realized that maybe I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons too long, because I was like, no, they're Koatua, not Sahagwin, because of the gods they mention. Yeah.
Wow, that dodge was actually dumb luck timing. None of them have ice on them. Well then.
Do you have any ice sword attacks?
No.
Oh. Just watching Cloud get poked very slowly in the background.
Go on.
Ah. Tell him, Barrett. Who? Well, it's better than nothing.
You know, maybe they just simplify it like they have some other things, but I was just thinking, if they gave 8 this treatment, how crazy would doing some of Zell's stuff be? I mean, I could picture getting nuts, getting really long combos like, you know, like.
So, the one that I guess fans are clamoring for right now, like, you need to make this, is they want this treatment done to 6.
Ah.
And the director of this one, I guess the people in charge of like making the Final Fantasy games, like the team responsible, they're like, no.
There would be a lot to expand on in 6, because 6 has a very detailed world. I would say in some ways its world is more detailed than 7, and has a lot of, like, on that back end of things, that would be a really real chore to remake on this level. Like, imagine expanding 6.
Well, that's what people want, and like their team is just like, no.
I mean, I would play it. I'd be bothered that, you know how they get me to buy DLC? They'd be like, you want to buy the skin pack where Terra has green hair, right? I'd be like, yes. That's what would get me, but
that would probably get me too.
Oh, he's like, I don't land on this. I see.
That's exactly what he did.
At first I thought you were just barely not making it, then I realized he was like, no.
That's not how this works, pal.
I thought there was a more reasonable way to get up to there, though. Like, if you turn around, there's like stairs that seem to lead up to what you're trying to land on. I'm curious what that guy's called. Is that a golem? seems a little robot. Yep.
Stone Golem.
If you remember in 7, it was one of the Final Fantasy games where the golems tended to be robot-like, even if they were ancient. You know what I mean?
So I thought I was gonna have to dodge at the last second.
Uh-huh.
And I totally missed the information there.
Yeah, I've been doing that in Elden Ring. I've been picking up stuff and be like, oh, I didn't mean to skip that, but I was kind of in the middle of a fight. There was some game I was playing. I think it was Resident Evil 4 that I actually skipped some scenes because I was trying to run while the scene came in or something like that, or like as soon as it started I was like, no, run away or whatever, like not trying to get away from the scene, just didn't know that was happening. And the run button and the skip scene button. Or no, maybe it wasn't that one. That was when there was some game that I was doing that, because I realized that Resident Evil 4 was the one that I had a hard time finding the skip button for. To skip cutscenes in that, you have to push the select button, which was the last thing I thought it would be. For some reason I tried the LNR button before I tried select. Which I guess it's a good choice so you don't accidentally do it. The ones here and the ones in the Great Glacier, the ones I tend to remember from 7, but I know there's some other ones. They're just somehow not as prominent as those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember, the ones in the Great Glacier are actually rather dangerous. They're the smallest golems, but they have like not only a lot of hit points, but they do a bit of damage if I remember, don't they? Maybe not so much that they really like pow you in one hit, but they last so long and they hit hard enough that it's like, ooh, this adds up. You know?
Ah, here we go. Kinda lost it for a second. Alright, the bus knows to stop here now.
So is that just the level of sloth in this world? Is that Cloud's like, well, I guess, and it's like, you know, infrastructure restored. It's like, is that another one? But no, it's your Chocobo. Ooh, I wonder if they'll damage your magic points.
Yep.
Ooh, oh, and I very start healing everybody. I guess she's not up to that point yet, but...
We've got to get through this. Sorry about that. Keep it up.
Woot. Man, Bear was putting some pretty good stagger on him.
You know,
I might have something that helps with that though on him. I can't remember.
I'm a little. I have to say something I was disappointed about with this game is when I saw that everyone was following you. You've played Breath of Fire, right?
Yeah.
So in you know how in that or in Final Fantasy X, they're both games where literally everyone's with you the whole time, and so you can switch out during combat who you have.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be a mechanic in this, and it's not. I don't know why, but like, maybe it's just one I'm always like hopeful with will be more often. It's kind of a neat little strategic thing because it's not like games don't compensate for your ability to do it, you know?
Yeah. Oh wow, there is a tower right next to a tower. Did you see that?
No, I guess I didn't.
Let's see here. It is.
Oh, that one over there? No, that's not a tower.
Hold up.
Oh.
This is literally right there.
I bet you have to fly to get to that other one, though.
Moogle medals. I need my Moogle medals.
Yeah, it's funny how character design can evolve over time because, you know, I long wondered what exactly Moogles were supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Apparently the original design concept was koala and bat. Mix them together, that's what they are. And I was just thinking about how, I'm not saying they haven't retained any of those qualities, but it's not exactly what they look like anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh wow. I cannot get up there the way I thought I could.
I wonder if you have to come down from somewhere particularly high, you know, like kind of like the place up by Cosmo Canyon proper or something.
Maybe. Doubt I can get on any of that. Oh, well, here we go.
I wonder if it's out of reach or if, like, basically if you do it from, you know, like, kind of like in Elden Ring, those spirit woes, that's like, wow, does this jump up there? And it's like, yeah, it does, I just have to do it from the edge or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, I have a feeling like if you had went up while looking at it from the outermost edge of, like, this side, you might make it, you know? Could be wrong.
I think I've got to come at it from a different angle.
So you remember how, like, when you go to Wutai, there's the really long walk to Wutai?
Yes.
I wonder what that's going to be like in this one. Considering they're like, a lot of these walks that they've made long walks were not very long walks in the original game. And that was the one that they're like, here's an intentionally long ass walk with no materia.
That is what made that suck. I got caught on that once. Like, I didn't realize, like, I want to say it was like one of my first time throughs, and I was relying pretty heavily on magic for heals. So I didn't have, like, shit for items on me.
No.
So, it...
You know, something I found is actually pretty good for that part of the game in recent years is, you know how, like, those turtles drop adamant or not drop, you can steal adamant bagels from them. And the adamant bagels have really high defense, but they have only, like, 1 or 2 slots, right? Mm-hmm. So usually people are like, I don't want to use this, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But you find those guys on the beaches of the Wutai area, which includes the one you first reach the area in. So before Yuffie, like, takes all your materia, you can steal 3 of those and wear them through that whole part, having basically the best armor you can possibly have in that part of the game. Are they gonna tell us? It's a good off-screen conversation.
Sector
Okay.
7 plate fell. The things we saw and heard. All the carnage. It was hell. We wanted to help. We really did. How? It all seemed so hopeless. That's when the call came. From the folks at Avalanche HQ. We learned it was the company that dropped the plane. And that they were gonna drop another. Unless we stopped them. HQ needed volunteers to help storm the Shimmer building.
We knew it was the right thing to do. All of us.
Okay.
Wedge and I ended up being assigned to the same truck.
So he did survive being thrown out the building, or
Infiltrate the building via the underground
being sucked into the
parking.
shadows, or whatever?
From there, we make our way up, taking each and every floor.
I mean, is this after that happened?
No.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is how he was in the building in the first place. I forgot he showed up on there like, Wedge, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, don't worry about that. You're in big trouble.
We'll check in with men.
On it. Let me just scooch on over here. I'm Wedge with the Splinter Cell.
Barrett's crew.
Sandwich?
Here, try one of these. It'll help you calm down.
It will?
Thank you.
I'm gonna need something to throw up later when I get really nervous.
I was thinking, I don't know. I mean, a good sandwich can distract you, and so can a bad sandwich. They usually tend to make you forget your problems.
My team was heading upstairs to take out the president. I know what you're thinking. Avalanche doesn't do that. When the plate fell, the rules changed. Come on, man. Get the lead out. Don't want to be left behind.
Hey, thanks for the assist.
Please make this more awkward than it already is. Please.
All right, we're almost there, boys. At long last, we're gonna take back our world, find the bastards who stole it, and send them to hell. Yeah.
I've got friends up there who need to know we're coming. Sorry, but I didn't want them to get hurt, sir. Go, I'll catch up, Ray.
We're all fired up, ready to fight.
What was the kids' cartoon where this guy was like one of the main characters? I mean, it's probably been a couple, but there's just something that like his voice really makes me feel reminiscent for or remember or something. I just can't think of what it is.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
But I know what you mean. He does have a familiar voice. But, you know, a lot of people in this, I've heard like a dozen other things.
Yeah, yeah. I think what gets me to him is I can't place it. You know what I mean? Like. They gave us what the audience really wanted to see, the thud.
I couldn't believe it. It was him.
Thank you. Damn it.
That was something that I was like, wow, they softened the scene when he didn't just go whonk and that was it, like in the original one.
Hey, y'all heard that, right? That was Wedge.
Barrett, those who pass on become one with the life stream. I know what you thought you heard, but it was probably just the wind.
In times past, the Cetra came to fonts like these to give thanks to the life stream. There aren't many left, so we wanted to help preserve the few still standing.
congested as this one here, you can't even get close to do repairs. Mako's way too dense. So we figured we'd use a probe, fix the fonts remotely. Thing is, the little guy's just too old. Probably better off in a junkyard than with us.
Perhaps I can be of service? Robotics is one of my areas of expertise.
I thought it was making materia, Chadley. Stop knowing everything.
Or Robo-Chad, if you prefer something abridged. At any rate, you should now have complete control.
Robo-Chad?
Go
Yeah.
on, ask him to do something.
Okay, so this thing here, right? This magic MacGuffin thing in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're talking about it like it's a mechanical machine that just needs like a valve replaced. Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Ah.
I wonder if this is going to be setting up attack patterns, or if it's going to be like, go forward, go left, attack, go forward, go down, jump, go, you know.
So, card games and Pokemon.
I think this is like, you remember in Dino Crisis when you had to put the cards down to get them the crane to go what, and then you had to put them in again and go yeah. I have a feeling it's gonna be more like that than Pokemon.
Okay.
I might be wrong. That's like let's see what they do.
Well, I talked about battling, so that's kind of where I'm like, okay.
But notice it's all seems to be automatic.
That. Oh, here we go. Okay. Sure.
But see, they have this going on, but they made golems not look like robots. I don't know what the deal is. There was ancient technology in this game. One of the interesting things about the golems is, despite having some robot qualities, in some ways they weren't robot-type enemies by the game's own standards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like some of the ancient machina in tin that aren't machina. I know they are, but they're like, you know, you can't gut them with steel, stuff like that. And they have like different kinds of resistances. They're made out of like stone and stuff. So they took out Fort Condor and just gave you a new version of Fort Condor, and just where you're on the offensive. It's this tower attack instead of tower defense.
Yeah.
He's changing his elemental weakness.
I've got a few different elementals out, so you do that, buddy.
But you know, that makes me think of you know the bosses in Final Fantasy VI that do that, like the guy on top of the tower or whatever. You know, like some of those bosses don't tend to have that going on until they use barrier change, where they're immune to everything, or they absorb everything but one thing. So like if you kill them fast enough, you can actually kill them before they even have that going on and hit them with basically everything.
Yeah!
You know, as much as early versions of stuff like that should be easy, you should also be able to know what the hell you did to win. That's what makes later battles hard. You're like, well, okay, now I need to know what I'm doing, and it never really told me how to do it.
It told me I just, you know. Well, it kind of told me.
I believe that light will lead us to another set of ruins.
And another font to fix too, I'll bet.
Is it okay if we tag along?
Sure, why not? Whatever beef I've got with you HQ kids, the planet's welfare takes priority.
It's funny that Cloud will jump off that, but not other things.
Yeah.
There we go. I had to reopen the screen there. There we go.
Wait, you saw a thing for a summon thing there, right?
did. I wonder if it's up there.
Ooh.
Or if it's like across... I wonder if it's across here. Let's find out.
Yep.
Yeah. So wait.
Square, triangle, then square, circle, square, circle.
I did it!
But yeah, that does seem to look like he's based off of Neo Bahamut. The funky wings and stuff. Seems to have attached blades to his arms, but...
Analysis complete. I managed to extract the necessary data from the crystal. This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
Is that the first Bahamut that I've gotten?
I feel like not, but maybe you just came across a place and didn't get the thing, but I guess you can always... I guess you'd have to be the Chadley to check, wouldn't you? Because you can see it in the arena, how many of them you have, because it'll have, like, the thing.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go here. Here. Yes.
There he is.
Chatham's.
You may now face off against Bahamut Risen, a winged being possessed of phenomenal powers of destruction. I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity so that I might complete its materia.
Nope. That was my first one with him.
Okay.
Let's see what else I have here. Poison and petrified. Jump. Ooh.
Yeah, you're right, you only have one of them. With Bahamut.
Yeah.
But I knew you had come across something about Bahamut Arisen when we were speculating about it, so like...
Yeah. Okay, so I need to go back. I need to go back.
Yeah, to the various areas and find them.
That was the one that I had. That I had the extra one of. Okay.
Ah. Hey, level 31. 5 rounds, huh?
Need to do one more for that one, and 4 more for this one.
I look forward to seeing the new discoveries you make in your travels.
Why does that sound so ominous?
Yeah.
So now I know how to do this.
My sensors indicate the presence of a unique life form. Rare species variant detected.
Oh, I'm not gonna do this at the time allotted. Ooh, maybe I am. These guys are...
Remember, they're really easy to stagger, they just don't stay staggered long.
Wait. I was hoping to catch another one in there. Whoa!
Oh, shit.
He just did not stop!
He's not done. He's like, there's too much of Cloud left.
I'm here. Can you take over?
Watch it learn. Got a whole heap of land with your name on it. Gotta let you sleeping. Don't stop till it's done.
Ooh, I was close.
Yeah.
Damn.
Objectives yet remain.
That was rough. Why did it heal all of them? You saw that, right?
Yeah. Well, you remember we were talking about that before. It turns out you can target not only the other party members, but you can hit them with area effect spells if they're all standing around.
Oh, yeah.
Brace yourself.
Do you think she's on a chocobo?
Probably. I mean, I can't see her, but I can only assume.
Ah. Well, I absolutely wanted to make sure I got that.
Wow. By analyzing the LifeSpring data, I was able to locate an old Republic transmitter chip. First, look for a weathered old ship, then scour the surrounding area. I trust you'll have no trouble finding this distinctive landmark.
I was starting to wonder how I got out of there. Oh. I'm still wondering how I get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got that. You know how I can fix this? With the wonders of fast travel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. And Elden Ring is just because I've told people who ask me about, well, how do you get out of this area, that area. It's like, well, fast travel. But there are a surprising amount of areas in the game where that's not true. There's some places that's absolutely true, especially some places you can fall down to and stuff. You know what I mean? But like, I'm so surprised at just how many areas there are. There is a way to walk out of there.
I wonder. Okay, I thought... Yeah, okay. I thought I might be able to get up here and then jump across here, because it seems like this is something over here. Because there's this here, but that could be underneath.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's hard to tell with some of this kind of stuff.
Man, there's a lot to do in this area. There's a lot to do in previous areas I need to go back and, like, kind of complete, like the Phoenix thing. I guess we're just gonna go do some of that. Because I'm not... I want to get through the story, but I'm also not... we're also not, like, pushing the story, you know what I mean? Come on, get down. There we go.
A phone booth?
Not that you got a choice, but thank you for choosing Bronco Airlines.
Sit, my friend. Couldn't you give us a lift to Nibelheim, could you?
A little far. Not too far, I reckon. The old girl should be more than up to the challenge.
We're gonna go back to here. This is where I had to do the Phoenix stuff, I think, wasn't it?
We are cleared for takeoff.
Oh, sure.
Let's say each region had its own summon.
Yeah, yeah. I guess is that the second region? Okay, yeah. Then yeah, that would be. I remember it was the second region. I just couldn't remember which region was the second region. But I guess it's going to be the other side of the Mithril Mine, isn't it? Or I guess you could say the Junin area.
I need to go get my hair cut this week. Everybody seems to love my long hair but me.
Hey, it's those guys.
Oh. Gotta make sure he's got to straighten the sign.
Sometimes with special currencies in games like Golden Plumes, I wonder, like, well, okay, are there like 200 Golden Plumes in the game and you need 200 to buy everything you'd buy with Golden Plumes, or is it like...
Is there more than enough to do what you need?
Yeah, and is there anything that you'd want to buy more than once with them, stuff like that, you know? Yeah, basically, you know, like if you want all the Chocobo armor, you're gonna have to find every one of those stops. And I'm not saying that's good, bad, anything. I just, you know.
Is that the mechanic?
Yeah.
And that's terrible. It was super nice of someone to like graffiti that, so I knew that Chocobos can go up these walls and no other walls. And slide. It does take a second before he'll walk back up. That's kind of neat.
I see you didn't see this now. According to the energy reading, the proto relic should be nearby.
I was thinking about various items and like kind of it's some of the stuff you find. It's like, what do you even hold this in and stuff? But what was the game where treasure would fall out of enemies and you would see what it was, and if they dropped like, you know, something like some strange component, like maybe some part of their body or something, it would be, they would literally drop a jar of it out of, like, you know, a jar of powdered substance out of their, like, body when they died. You know what I mean?
Energy spikes. What could be the cause? This merits investigation. One moment.
Fort Condor, huh? Takes me back. Used to study basic tactics with it.
Game's pretty fun, actually. Wedge was into it, and he and I play sometimes.
Detecting gravity increasing. Wait, Deepa, don't!
Reinforcements are here! We're saved!
What in the hell is going on here?
And why do we look like this?
Hey, watch where you shoot.
Captain!
Don't give up the fight.
No! Glad you're here, troopers.
What was it you were saying earlier about Fort Condor?
Help us. You're our only hope.
We are?
I mean, you are in the Fort Condor region.
Now, what did I just say?
There's no time. The enemy's already upon us. We'll explain on the way. Just come.
No, you were talking about Pokemon. So did they turn the mini game they made based on Fort Condor into a mini game based on Fort Condor?
Yes.
Like in the original game, are you spending real money on this?
I don't know.
In the original game, each of these purchases would come out of pocket, and maybe you get reimbursed for some of the survivors. It's part of the reason there's such a good place to grind right outside of Fort Condor. Which can also get you a secret character from grinding there. Oh, it's using up his actions? I didn't realize that you're using up some of Cloud's stuff to do that up there. So wait, are you facing off against Tifa?
No. She's just the other hero unit that I have with me.
Okay. See what I mean though about that bar next to Cloud gets used up when you do some of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
How do you use Tifa's bar? Oh, there you go. It's depending on the kind of units you're buying?
Yep. Looks like it.
Interesting.
Oh.
It's because he buys defensive units, she buys offensive units?
It's the type of elites that they summon.
Ah.
Oh, no. She does the vanguards. Okay. Oh, no, okay. Now I can summon Tifa? Me? Yes. How do I... Oh, you hear you. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so unlike in the last game where I was kind of like, I think I'm doing the right thing here, I had a pretty good idea of what I was doing there.
Good.
I would say good idea, I wouldn't say great idea.
I know there were a lot more enemy types, and in some ways I'm sure this game has more complexity, but it's disappointing that it's a recreation that's so fundamentally more simple just due to the small size of the map. You know what I mean? Like, think of how crazy battles could get in the original one. Because have you ever done it where you just run down and kill the enemy that's there and that stops the thing? If you get rid of all the enemies on screen, the boss doesn't have to show up.
What is that I spy? What is that I spy? My memory is failing me, but intuition tells me that is the treasure I seek. Hold! Unhand that, you rogues!
Oh boy.
The hell was that?
Call me crazy, but we were inside the game, weren't we?
That's impossible.
I want to know
It is impossible.
the explanation for how that wasn't magic.
Incredible. Simply incredible. No phenomenon like this has ever been observed before. It was as if the very fabric of time and space was twisted. But how? Why?
Chadley, focus.
So what now, little man? Proto really one of those punks in there swiped it.
Right. Of course. The proto-relic. It's faint, but I'm still tracking its signal. Which means a portal like the one you used to enter Fort Condor has opened elsewhere. We cannot ignore this amazing development.
Yeah, it's a good thing Sephiroth's not out there trying to end the world.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he can't really start any, like, you know, like, grand scheme without, you know, Cloud's ball handling ability.
That's not untrue.
Which, man, the scene where he, like, I guess the scene at the end of the Northern Crater part, first time you go there, I remember that being a scene my mom walked in on, and having no context to basically be like, what the hell's going on? That's kind of a weird cutscene if you don't know what's happening.
What do you say to that?
Yeah, let's go around sometime.
Oh, someone sounds confident. No backing out, okay?
Listen, if you have nothing better.
That would have looked like I couldn't tell if it was really cold or if it was one of those places where the water would actually be kind of warm.
Hmm.
Wow. By analyzing the life spring data, I was able to locate it in a public transmitter chip. It can be found within a derelict structure that sits upon the coastline. This area is modeled with craters resulting from intense warfare between the Republic and Shinra. Do mind your step as you proceed.
The excavation sites mostly get you stuff for crafting, right?
Yep.
What's interesting, there's a certain juxtaposition in this between, like, natural formations okay, like, look at these two rock formations here next to each other. One of them is the very Final Fantasy VII specific style rocks, and others are like, well, here's some ultra realistic rocks. You know, I'm not saying it works badly or anything, it's just kind of interesting to notice. You know, how this game has a little bit of... a lot of the stuff's in the style, but then there's a lot of, especially background and filler stuff that's kind of like, well, it could be in the Final Fantasy VII style, but like...
Yeah.
So, you know how, like, after the weapons burst out and stuff, how Ultima Weapon destroys part of the Junin region and there's just this huge, like, burnt-out crater full of water after that?
Yeah.
I wonder, like, if that'll be a thing. And how much it'll, like, make the area different. One of the reasons I noticed that, because the first time I came across that in the game, I was like, was it always like this? It was probably always like this. But after I learned the game better and really used some of that forest that it destroys for grinding, I was like, ooh, that forest is gone.
It's not so bad.
Oh?
I'm going in! Charge! How could this be? Captain! Troopers, you're just in time. Come,
I think they're the only three you can use for this? Or whoever you bring in is who you bring in?
Well, that's not my party right now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It came from our world. It belongs to us. Oh, cease your whinging, man. We've no time for it. Right now, we can but charge!
That dude is decked out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Retrieve the artifact they stole. With the captain's aggressive approach, I fear we'll surely fail. Please, we can't succeed without you. Captain! We're coming!
That's our cue.
You know, systems like this were making me think of how, in Final Fantasy X, Blitzball is an interesting aspect of the game because if you want to do it in a really ideal way, and I know you can reset the data and stuff if you want to do it that way, but you wait until late in the game to do it, as far as how good of a team you want to make, right?
Yeah.
But the stuff you can get from doing it is kind of best got as early as possible. You can get some crazy stuff, like in that level I was talking about where I opened up a bunch of stuff at the beginning. Like, one of the ways I was able to do that was getting teleport spheres from Blitzball. So I think I needed at least one, maybe I got two, so that I could teleport Auron from his dislocated part of the grid to the center.
Let's see here. Difficulty reduction. Well, we'll see about that. So I want enforcers, I want rangers. Rangers. Yeah, I think this is the group that I want. I think. This is the group we're gonna try. Oh man.
I need to put a cleric behind. I guess that thing's a little different, but man, they got all on that.
Yeah, they just dumped everything out there.
Oh wow, man!
That turned things around. Whoa, shit! That did not.
This just had the whole rock paper scissor aspect that the other one did.
I don't think so. If it does, I can't tell that it does. Wow, that ranger went down fast. Cloud went down. Oh shit. I'm boned. God damn.
I remember they were saying that offense was gonna get you killed. Maybe you need to like really concentrate on defense in this one and maybe win with attrition or something.
Well, here's the thing. I'm dropping nothing but like the enforcers are kind of more like defensive units, I thought.
But I guess everything just charges forward too. You can't be like, stay here and guard, can you?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you then. Maybe more ballista. Do they have the rock rollers or the flaming catapults?
No. I'm gonna go back to Tifa. Although...
What does Spirit have that he does not? Notice all three of his things are lit up, but not all three of Cloud's are?
It does not say.
Okay. So it looks like a chess piece, a foot, and an eyeball, maybe?
I don't know.
I wonder if it has to do with can attack the air. I know repairers, they call them clerics, and this one could be important in the original in certain situations. They're just...
More heals. God damn.
Ooh.
Wow,
See,
that just walked right past everything.
Yeah, that's what kind of makes me think of the rock paper scissors thing of the original one. And was like the beasts. I want to say they were pretty good at fighting those guys, weren't they? Like, because the guys like that were good at fighting the barbarians. The archers were good at fighting the flying guys, and the attacker guys were good at fighting the beasts. And like then there were the all-rounder guys. Weren't great at anything, but weren't weak to anything.
Wow.
How did you stop the other one?
I didn't. The game kind of decided to stop it for me.
Yeah, I guess it's getting killed by something.
I was stunned by that. It just walked right past everything.
Nah. Makes me wonder, like, do you think you're supposed to have, like, kind of, like, along both paths, double ballista along the sides to be like, kabzoo, kabzoo, and stuff like that? Oh, those sweepers are bad for the rangers. Guy's still alive. Moth slashers are not inappropriate, but an interesting enemy to have be part of all this. Yeah, I kind of want to understand this game a little better, because only on the most basic level do I understand why you started to win. It seemed to come down a little bit to RNG.
He ran out of units. I outlasted him. That's what happened in that fight.
Ah, so attrition?
Yeah.
Captain, we've won! Indeed. Yet we shan't rest till my prize is mine once more. Now, charge! Oh, no, you don't. Oh. You fool! What is the meaning of this? Captain! Wait! Don't leave without us!
Condor.
Welcome back to reality, everyone. Oh, it seems you've returned empty-handed.
Sorry, kid.
Don't be. I wish I could have done more, but there was so much interference. We're dealing with a powerful energy source. Powerful enough to call current models into question.
Hey, Chadley, I think I heard the captain call the proto-relic his treasure or something. You know anything about that?
Sadly, no. While I could offer theories, I require more data to speak with confidence. I can, however, inform you of the relic's location. Let's head there next.
Cool.
Yeah, the first time I came across one of those, I thought it was a birthday cake.
Remember how this started out as me, like, trying to do stuff for Phoenix?
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my god. Just everything. Huh. Well, okay, here we go. Here we go. I was trying to get it back up there, and it seems like there's no point to getting back up here.
Yeah, with the way the chocobo gliding worked, I was thinking for a second that you kind of be able to do that in new, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not how it worked. But, so what we really need now is Breath of the Wild clone, but that also has like mounts that are on the next level where you have stuff like, you know, maybe to be a true Zelda homage, they need to be literally giant chickens that you do the whole like when you hold them above your head thing, so you ride them. And also they can climb up walls and stuff kind of like you can. You know, it'd be crazy is to be trying to sit, like, let's say the climb, the highest thing that you need to do is climb a bird way up until it runs out, like standing up. You jump off of it, and you keep climbing until you're standing up. About, well, that just makes the climbing too easy. Not everyone's trying to excruciate themselves.
They fixed that, I can tell you right now, in Tears of the Kingdom. Because it rains constantly, and it makes the side of, like, what you're climbing slick, so you keep sliding off. So if you can't get up something quickly, you're not getting up it. Sometimes.
Yeah, recent run I've been doing with Elden Ring, I've had almost exclusively like bad weather, you know, like fog and rain and stuff. It's kind of neat, but it also makes it where I can't show off some of the vistas where I'm like, well, If it wasn't so foggy, you could see crumbling Faro Missoula from here, but you know.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Was that up here? Up here? Oh, I guess so. Oh well, that was still worth it. Still more points for chattels.
Is there any way to track which enemies you have or haven't fought in the region? Like, so that you'd be like, hey, I haven't fought that, and run over and fight it.
Yeah, the marker I think will be gone. And I'll be able to fast travel there. I think.
Well, I meant for like the arena or for his stuff or whatever, for the where it's like you killed 11 out of the 15 kinds of enemies here.
I think you can redo those. Oh, you mean for what unlocks it?
Yeah, well, I was saying, can you track like how many, which of them you have and haven't gotten yet?
It just says battles, or it says enemies. It doesn't like say that I have to.
So it's not that you have to find each enemy type. It's more like.
Yeah, you just have to go around a lot.
Okay.
At least that was the language that was presented to me.
I thought it was more like, you know, like in the Chocobar you had to find Elphadonts and orcs and those bird guys that use fire. And...
Well, if you remember, that's how it worked in the first one. You had to like assess so many enemies and so many enemy types and so many different kinds of enemies.
Oh, I'm just saying, is that not how it works in this one?
Doesn't seem to.
Oh, okay.
The language does not suggest that.
Okay, I guess maybe I was just assuming too much, but I thought that's what it meant. Is that, you know, that the places where you need 2 or 3 more, it's like, well, you just gotta hunt down those 1 or 2 kinds of enemies you haven't come across yet.
Well, you know, I would say, like, with legal contracts, vagueness is in the favor of the signee, or the signer, but, yeah, that's not always how it is in video games, is it?
Yeah, no.
Did you see that?
Yeah. So that makes me think of when an item describes something as working away and you go into the mechanics, it's like, well, okay, yes, that's what it does, but that doesn't work that way.
Oh, I bet I gotta get it there somehow. All this crap in the way of me seeing shit kind of makes it. No? Okay. Ooh, here we go. That's kind of more the way I came.
Of course, you know, I was thinking of, you know, these remakes and stuff, and it made me think of 9, and I was kind of thinking about just how long until the game starts, I guess you could say.
Oh.
And then I was thinking there's various different levels of that. You can't gain experience until the Evil Forest. And all of that extended out. I'm not saying it would be bad, it'd be a lot. Like, I haven't fought a single enemy, but I've learned this, you know, play at the beginning minigame. Because that's the one, that's a game that hits you with the rules of cards before it hits you with combat.
Does it? I forgot.
There's a special entity for it and everything. It's invisible in PC, not even Jack or whatever. You know when you're like, oh, what if you can encounter them otherwise? But like, when you're, watching out for the rat kid, Puck or whatever.
Yeah.
Once they either after or during or something, like, he'll show up and walk up to VII and try to pickpocket him, but if you like push the button, you know how sometimes it's like, push this and something will happen in a moment. It'll have that kind of thing. If you push it, you'll talk to him instead, and he can bring you off to a back alley and teach you cards. You can get some stuff at the beginning of the game from him. I mean, not that I've tried to engage with that in a very long time, but...
I just don't want to play card games. Does that make me an evil person? Does that make me a bad person?
I don't think so. The evangelical church will say playing card games is what makes you a bad person.
That's not untrue.
Is that a baby turtle over there? Or something?
Was it? Yes, it was. I always need more fast travel spots. I think that's the same one.
Okay, maybe it was just for 13. I was like, I thought I saw another one behind you the other day.
Oh my god, where's this thing taking me? Wow. That really took the long way around, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, down to your last cushion, huh? Sedatives at home, huh?
Tried.
Remember, kids, commit street class if you want to get fucked up. And you've seen Breaking Bad, right?
Breaking Bad is a show that teaches you what questions to ask in chemistry class. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. I can pet them. This is so awkward.
That is a sad
It is. Oh, that's what I was running towards. I forgot. I'll tell you kids, old age springs up on you. You forget stuff, your body always hurts. Who am I and why does everything hurt?
Problem is you're old and you forget and you're like, oh yeah, I'm old.
Oh yeah. That answers half of my questions here.
Genesis is... Oh yeah, it's got you back over that one.
Don't overdo
Why
it.
don't you lead the way?
Yes, it's my turn. Big man. Suck on this.
Let's keep it together.
Here comes your kid right here.
And we're safe.
I don't know why everybody complains about Ubisoft towers.
Next, everyone wants to be hard towers.
Oh, goodness. Well, I gotta go that way anyway. Okay. Now how do I get over there? Would it really be that simple? Just follow the road? Oh, the road's over here. I'm like, oh my god, where's the road? Here's the road.
That makes me think of when the game has a road very clearly marked on the map, but in game it's like, are you sure there's a road here?
One more.
No time to celebrate.
Hey, materia up. I'm leveling the fuck out of some materia, I'll tell ya. Yeah. Oh, nope, way more southbound than this. Southbound. That kind of makes me, so I work at a school now, and I got to deal with teachers and whatnot, and I was in a room at the end of the day, and there were some kids in there watching videos on Undertale. It's Undertale. and they asked me if I'd ever heard of it, and I said, yes, I've played Earthbound.
Oh.
Oh my god, go straight, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't need to do that. This is the road, right? This is the road. I need to go up here, so I need to...
You know, I was just thinking about how, like, similar to some of the old Final Fantasy games are, they always like mechanics they would or wouldn't share with each other. That would be common to some and not others. And, like, in 4, did it have some spells took longer to cast after you chose to do it than other actions and spells and stuff, just because they were higher level or whatever? Okay.
Meteor used to take forever to cast.
You know, an aspect of balance. You know, sometimes I argue for magic points over cooldowns.
Yeah.
One aspect of balance I think that works with magic points as opposed to cooldowns are what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted by something I saw on the screen.
Magic points over cooldown.
Oh yeah, is the ability to, like, let's say in Final Fantasy VII, you got the ultimate materia right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really be able to use it very much, would you?
No.
And that's kind of what I'm talking about, you know, that, like, kind of like in tactics, you have access to like 99% of the abilities right at the beginning of the game. And hey, getting Bolt 3 really early on is powerful. You probably only shoot it once. You know, you can make that once worth it, don't get me wrong. But kind of that juxtaposition of overpowered but also balanced to be, well, not that useful until you're strong enough. Because that makes me think, if you ever got something that you only ever got late in the game, you're like, man, this is a killer spell, and somehow you get it early on, and it's like, wow, when my stats suck, this spell sucks.
Would you mind rounding up all the Mooglets for me?
Are 6 and Tactics Advanced the only ones that let you play a Moogle? I know some people count Sith, but like...
I can't think of any others that do.
Good.
No!
Over here.
Are they still shooting at you from being captured?
I think they are. Yes, they are! Those bastards.
There you go.
Goodness.
Saber Kupo.
You know, based on the interactions from like Mog in Final Fantasy 3, 6, whatever,
Thanks so much for
I always kind of figured that the Mogs had more of like the
but the Emporium's founder, Mog,
Baby Herman thing going on.
Ah.
he ate a ton of Kupo nuts and practiced
Super small, cute animals with like really deep, gruff voices.
Kupo. Anything interesting catch your eye, Kupo?
So you're saying that if we make our Final Fantasy VII movie, Gilbert Godfrey plays the Chocobo?
Yes.
Chocobo
Yes. That is exactly who it has to be. How many stupid things do I have?
Be like, glitters and sparkles, Kupo.
I can buy all of these. So I will.
So you want to do that? You might want to save them for the other things.
You know, this is apparently the only way I can get these.
Okay. Did you read that
Did you
somewhere?
find anything you like, Kupo?
I'm not finding them in any of the other shops.
Okay. I'm just surprised because I remember 7 being like, here, just buy ethers, and being like, finally, you have to go to the fucking moon.
You know, at least 4 would let you buy elixirs at the end of the game.
Yeah. I mean, they're expensive, but yeah.
I think they were like 100,000 gold or some shit.
Something like that. Although, as bad as that sounds, when you're doing some late grade grinding in that game, you're like, yeah, good.
We're gonna play that on the stream at some point, from beginning to end, like we're doing with this. And that's like my favorite one. It's like a game that's just simple and straightforward.
But you know, it is funny because like it has some side stuff to do. There are a couple points in the game that's like, what am I supposed to be doing? Or it opens up and stuff, but like, it's like gone from like Dragon Warrior, where it's like you have to like hold that game down and be like, tell me your secrets. I really thought there was. I don't mean this in a way it might come off, but more to 4 than there was.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just there, and you're just supposed to be doing the thing, you know. I mean, it's got layers of stuff like that. Kill enough goblins, and they'll drop a goblin you can summon for, like, no effect. That's a slight exaggeration.
I got bomb once. That was my crowning achievement in that game.
You have to be on the moon to get him. I've killed a lot of bombs. He's like the one I haven't got.
No, it's random. You have to fight that type of monster until it drops.
Okay, so any bomb type will work?
Should. Any bomb type should work.
So I've had like Mind Flayer,
Oh, there it is.
Pocket Trace.
I've not had Mind Flayer. I've tried getting Imp a bunch of times, but it just, I don't know. Wonder how many times it'll let me do it. All right. All right. Oh. That's what I was wanting. Just let me jump down. Come on.
You being up here for a second made me slightly nervous. It's like, oh yes, it's an Elden Ring. Although it's partially because, yeah, that first part of the Halig tree where you're going in, it's all the branches and stuff.
Yeah.
I got all the items in that area before I did this, but I was way up on the top of that part. Not where you're supposed to go, but just go and get an item and stuff. And I was showing some stuff using the telescope.
Yeah.
And instead of going back in, see, I don't have it set up to one of my quick selects. I have it set up to one of those other two items that are over there, you know, because I don't need to whip it out in combat.
Yeah.
And, but to turn it off, you want to go back in there and push it. And instead of that, I pushed the cancel button. You know, the jump backwards if you're standing in place button and jumped right off the fucking tree.
That is one of the things that I still need to get through in that game is the tree. I impressed myself when I beat that game. And I was just gonna leave it at that.
Radagon is just the right kind of hard and not hard to be like, yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm doing this, and it's like, I got good at fighting the Elden Beast, now I'm bad at fighting Radagon again.
You know, to the people that fight Radigan without the assists, God bless you. I couldn't do that. Not without a seriously juiced character. Okay, so these things are here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cave? Right? Oh. Up here, I bet.
Oh yeah. Be down at the end of this way.
Ah, here we go. I'm gonna get used. I'm gonna anticipate some really hard pattern, and it's gonna give me like square, circle, X, square, circle, X, square, square, square. Now for the Dance Dance Revolution part of the game. Oh wow.
Yeah. I have a feeling that the top levels of Dance Dance are someone playing it on the keyboard going. Yeah.
Splendid synchronization. Let's hope our investigation of other shrines goes as smoothly.
Where is the other shrine? I need to know these things.
Do you think they go for a bismuth look with the like summon stuff to give it kind of a both natural but like not normally natural appearance?
Probably.
As bismuth is one of those formations that like you'd be like, well, this is a sign of the work of the gods. Yeah. That makes me think of, I was thinking, something I was saying on stream, so it's like Basilisk, it's like, I was talking about something I realized that makes them is, they don't damage you. You know, like, the other stuff that uses stuff like worm faces, they can damage you, but Basilisk cannot. They only kill you with death flight, right?
Yeah.
So I was saying is what they're going to do in the expansion with that tireless, the Basilisk, they also shoot fireballs out of their mouths.
Don't give them ideas.
I can understand why if you haven't. Have you ever dealt with Tyrelisks and Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
And they have the peck, of course. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, but like they can make you burst into flames with their gaze attack.
Anyway, with the data from your latest bout, I created a new virtual combat trial. It will prove a real test.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else north of here.
Yeah, it's probably down on that.
I wonder if this is the big chicken that BillyWitchDoctor.com talks about.
This here's the crow's nest. Base of operations for our anti-Shinra activities. Sorry, but we're keeping things locked down after the trouble in Under Juno.
Okay. Huh. I thought you'd find a new town, but I guess not.
Can't let you through.
Is it Dr. Rhoda and Under Juno?
Is it? Can I fast travel here at least? No, but the damn thing's there. Okay.
See, oh yeah, that's it.
So I'm trying to get
Wait,
down
wait,
here.
wait, there? No? Oh, wait, go down. Yeah, that way may lead to there, just wrapping around, isn't it? I could be wrong now. You might have to go this way.
You know what? It's worth a try.
There's a tower down there too, isn't there? Or is that some other kind of thing? What is that?
There's a activation tower there, yeah. It's a lot of shit trying to kill me.
I don't remember if they had smell, but I was thinking about how, like, I wonder if the enemy's complexity wasn't 12. Because I know that they had sight, hearing, and they could also have, like, they could have a sense of magic. Some monsters, especially elementals, they couldn't sense you, or they knew they could otherwise, but they could also sense you really well if you were casting magic in their shooting range.
Huh.
And when I originally played the game, I didn't realize people sensing me was so complex, so I tried to use invisibility without being very careful. Still be real close to them. They saw me and I was like,
Jesus Christ.
But it turned out part of the problem is, not only was I not doing it right, but I was trying to use the light dragon as a hard to fight the monster. I used to be all dragon type.
Yeah.
Hang back. Not that.
Man. Those were just annoying to fight.
Yeah, people are worried about cell tower radiation. If it's making that much light come out, there's some kind of radiation.
Yeah.
So wait, what was that other thing it showed you?
I'm trying to get to it. Okay, so I got this here, and this is Expedition. I give a fuck about that. That's the one I need.
You do have to go back there.
God.
What's that one down there? Is that oh, I thought that was a divine intel. Okay.
Let's see, Phenomenarns, and this is just, yeah.
I said to talk to that one chick.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to, since I'm over here, I'm gonna, because I bet the Fort Condor thing's in the lighthouse here. That seems like a good guess, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, that monster was just right there, ready to attack. And then when I touched the wall, it was like, whoa, off limits. Oh, no, that lighthouse is the expedition site.
Man, there's a lot behind that base.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can get over there from here.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
It seems that way. Huh. Well... Well, Dizams. That's just Grizzade. Yep. Hmm.
These artifacts, what do they even do for you?
Chadley wants them to study them.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's going to be like an armor set or something, or some sort of... I think it's going to be some sort of equipment to use later. Although, it might just be some, you know, something else. Okay, well... Let's see here. Oh, that's the... That's the, ranch.
Well, you want to be an under Junin, not an over Junin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is that green one her? See up there, there's a... Like a... There? Oh, it's a notice board. Never mind. There's just gonna be things there. Hmm.
Yeah, this is under Judith. Okay. Yeah, here we go. You know, this world really has a thing with cities that are underneath cities.
Yeah. But, you know, it's funny because I have recently was thinking, you know, it's like, kind of, why is that such a thing, you know, living above and stuff like that, but You know, partially because with modern, like, technology and conveniences, there could be a lot of argument said for being living below as opposed to above. But then I realized that the historical reason is literally because shit rolls downhill. That, you know, the highest up you live, in literally a settled area, the least of that you have to deal with.
Mind if I get a shot of you? I've got the perfect backdrop.
That picture will have Barrett looking very confused in the background.
What with the lack of sunlight? I truly appreciate the challenge. As always, I'd welcome tips about other promising spots.
You know, something I noticed at one point long ago, that a quirk of Final Fantasy VII's character portraits is they're all basically photographs of those characters and the way that character would respond to being photographed.
Are you looking for someone to play Queen's Blood with? We'd be more than happy to go a round or two with you. I'm Devin, the younger brother. And I'm Darren, the older one. And together, we're the Double D Duo. A team of twins who love Queen's Blood. You'll face
That's not what that means on the internet, but okay.
two for the price of one. Sweet deal, right? Speaking of prices, if you
I mean, you remember how we were saying torrent exists for certain internet reasons? I don't think they thought that through with these characters.
whenever you are.
I mean, just try it, kids. Look up Final Fantasy VII Double D Duo.
Do not do that. You know, I just remembered, or what I realized is that Kiari's supposed to be in this town, I think.
Oh.
Or in the above town. One or the other.
What can I do you for?
Oh. Other stores have, like, other stuff. Awesome. Hot damn. That's expensive.
Yeah. Wait, go back to it. I'm curious what makes it so good, because that's actually rather low compared to the power of what you're using, isn't it?
I think so.
Wait, go back to it. Chi tab. Ooh, interesting. Wow. Oh. Okay. Look at that ability. She can start to juggle like Ketchi. It's a little different because it does it on its own, it seems. But, you know, like, that's probably why it gives you Chi Trap. Probably that's not as good as the thing is making it seem, but...
So you say I got him.
You're already getting some pretty high slot weapons. Just thinking in 3, there's like 18 slot weapons.
Oh wait, no. You know what? I think I need those.
You take care of yourself, okay?
Yes. Buy the sword. Oh. God, how many people are playing this stupid game?
Thinking of heading to Costa del Sol, I'd be happy to take you to the port. You gotta book a ticket on the ferry, but once you're aboard, it's a straight shot to paradise. Well, you coming? Give me a shout whenever you want to hitch a ride.
Well,
Ribbit. Hello? Hey, what do you think you're doing here? This is a no grown-up zone. Get lost.
You're a kid?
Well, duh. It's just how this place is. I don't know if it's because of the reactor out there or what, but hanging out here turns you into a frog.
Hey, Ben, who are they? Not Shinra, I hope.
Oh no, we're definitely not.
Oh, wait. You must be the ones Priscilla was talking about. She told me how you saved her.
Right, that's us. We're friends.
are we?
We're a friend of hers too?
My God. You give a girl CPR one time and suddenly you're friends.
You didn't do that much. Remember, it was Yuffie who needed CPI.
Oh yeah.
What are you kids doing all the
I
way
forgot.
down here?
See, game changing stuff on me.
Obviously. Actually, we could use a couple more players. Since you're here, do you want to give it a try? Help us!
Come on, Cloud.
You have to do this fight as frogs.
I tried to warn you. Like I said, hanging out here turns you into a frog. Don't worry. All you gotta do is start thinking like a frog, and you'll be fine. Ribbit, ribbit.
Ribbit.
I have the Buster Sword again.
That even happened.
Holy shit. Wow.
There's your bubble breath.
I've noticed they're like just kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Now it's just like...
Well, they're not kicking us that bad. Look how many hit points you still have.
Yeah, I know, but they're... Wow.
Just do a, like a scorpion-like attack with your tongue.
This is ridiculous. There we go, I finally got Leapfrog to work on somebody. There we go. I'm not sure what this is supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking to make area hazards, but they don't seem to be hitting them or anything. Oh! Whoa! Yeah, they do. It's how it blow up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, this makes... I wonder if this is a reference to... Do you remember when Square originally released the, like... models and stuff for, you know, like advertisement purposes for Final Fantasy VII, and one of them they released was the character in the, you know, the frog in this stance.
Yeah.
And they were like, are they gonna have one of the characters be a kung fu fighting frog? Remember that was in like magazines and stuff? So Fall Guys.
Oh.
Yeah, Fall Guys.
That was crazy. Whoop.
Remember, it's not necessarily a race, it's just about being on there.
Yeah. This just seems to be the most effective strategy. Oh, shit.
Hey, you made the target time.
Did a part of it fall off?
Ooh, it looks like it did, yes. I thought it was just shaking, but some of it does seem to have left, so you probably had to hop over that too. Like, we'll ask no questions, add no, you know, provide no supervision. We got paid. That's fine. Alright, so you can turn everyone into him. I didn't realize that was catchy with the cape in the game. So wait a minute. What is his body made out of then? Is the cape the only inorganic? No, wait a minute. Your clothes change. What is his cape made out of? That's the real question.
Did we find the part of the game that requires too much thought?
Maybe. This requires like its own forum and web discussion.
You heard him, Internet. Talk it up. I kind of forgot what that one woman looks like that I'm supposed to talk to.
Now I'm waiting for the thumbnail. Is this cape, or is the material of this item, and is an arrow pointing to his cape, the most powerful substance in the Final Fantasy multiverse?
Oh wait. Here we go.
Since you clearly don't have anything better to do, think I could put you to work? The remainder of your bounty, I need it delivered to someone. I've already got a porter picked out too. This here's Salmon. Since he'll be the one making the drop, it's your job to get him here safe.
Oh,
Doesn't seem like too much of a hassle, but who exactly is this money for?
My son. I haven't seen him in a spell. Not since he left town. I never looked back. This deal's me washing my hands of him. He's a grown man. Can't be clinging to his mom's skirts. Or her pocketbook. The crow's nest. Boy got sick of living under this still sky. And my thumb, I suppose. So he went into the mountains way east of here.
Okay.
Some like-minded idiots. Kinda sad, if I'm being honest. If you're gonna run away, at least go somewhere interesting. Don't half-ass it. Much obliged. Once you make it to the crow's nest, find Toby. He'll make sure you get the reward I promised. But if I find a single hair out of place on Sam, you won't live to enjoy it. You keep my boys safe.
I think I'm misunderstanding here. Why isn't she hiring you to take it? Like, I don't remember. Was there something with special dog delivery earlier that was like a thing?
No, there was no, nothing like that.
So, I mean,
hey, you were asking about keeping track of intel. Here you go. Wow, I don't have much left to get here. Wow. Just gonna do the expedition, and I'm really just after the divine one, but what's... Oh, cool. No, that's
Two fiends.
Okay, I guess that's the last one of that one. Cool.
I'm not trying to get too much into the idea of diegetic storytelling, but like, when it comes to video games specifically, I've found the best way to be like, this is a thing in this region, isn't to have it in lore or told to you, but have the characters have to deal with it. Like, this area is full of water, have them walk through water. This area has, wind gusts, have them push against wind. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you gotta give the representation,
Because I feel like this is going a little too much in the other direction with some of this stuff, because I can tell there's just a lot of lore they're trying to, like, give you about the region and history and stuff, but, like... Wait, it just said to talk to Rhonda. Or do you have to have the dog with you? Did you have to not fast travel so you could walk it here?
Oh god, if I had to walk it here, fuck that. No, I need Phoenix, god damn it. Is there some other way I could get around?
Can't let you through.
I have a feeling even if there would be, that they'd be like, You'd be standing like 40 yards over that way and find somewhere with a visible wall. It'd be like, I can't let you through. Be like, where the fuck are you, bro?
Can't let you through. Why not?
Just hope the dog doesn't have a hit point bar. And it's not one of those things as soon as you hear it, oh, it's like mission failed, start over.
Ah, okay. It should be over here. Yeah, here we go.
Some kind of like Saluki-esque racing dog.
Don't you worry. Any monster that wants to get you is gonna have to go through me.
Aw, man.
Health, hit point bar, and everything.
Hey, Cloud, remind me, how old were you when you left home?
14. Wait, it was spring, so 13.
Suppose that ain't too unusual for small town boys like you.
Oh my god, this thing is getting away.
Don't try to stop me. Like you said, nothing unusual about it.
What?
2,000 gil. She offered me that. To make a fresh start.
Yes, Mom, do the same all over.
I turned the money down. Didn't need it, since I was planning to enlist straight away.
But you still can't help setting your price at $2,000. Sentimental, ain't you?
I absolutely made the right choice waiting until I was a much higher level to do this.
Do you think this is one of those, this quest, if you try to do it as you run through the game?
Yes, I think so. That dog gets away from you, man.
Yeah.
The dog's like, I gotta get this money somewhere.
Look, there's some monsters.
Saw some more material level up.
Okay, hear me out.
What?
Know how some parents stop their kids from leaving the nest, claiming it's too soon or they're not ready. Any excuse to keep them at home.
What about it?
All the parents are like that, but I told myself I'd be different. I'd never keep my little girl from flying. I don't want to clip her wings. I want her to soar. I hear you scoffing. You think I can't do it. You think I'll
What's the
keep
part we're
on.
supposed to hear out?
And that's what scares me. As much as I want to let her fly, I don't know if I'll be able to let go when the time comes. Maybe
Oh,
I'll
okay.
get in the way, hold it down, all to keep her safe. Oh, Bonnie, I wish you could be my baby girl forever.
Ah. Ah, bogus. Well, so far he's full health.
Yeah.
I bet this would have been a massive pain in the ass. This is kind of one of those things like the dog would have barely gotten back alive. I was gonna say, wait, did that dog run right for a bunch of monsters? No, it's deer that gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it happen, but deer will run from even small dogs.
Ah! I can't stand up.
Let's finish this.
Yeah, something I didn't think he'd do that I've noticed he has been doing is hesitate whenever monsters are around and be like, you know, I guess he doesn't just run through them or into them or anything.
Yeah. He doesn't run so far ahead, you know.
Yeah.
My sweet baby girl. Your daddy. Your silly daddy. He's gonna fail you. Oh, I can't let you go. I just can't.
Barrett, get your shit together. Marlene's barely out of diapers. We've got time.
Right. I'm just getting worked up over nothing. Yeah. She won't be leaving me for a while.
Then again...
Hey!
Never really took Cloud as the fucking with people type.
Yeah.
Ah, this is the part that'll suck.
Let's hope the area of effect attacks aren't too big. Ooh.
Oh, awesome. Where'd the dog go?
I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
Might have just been too far away from him. I don't know if he actually took any damage or not.
Yeah, he's still... Is he still full health?
I don't know, dude. Nope, he's definitely not now. He's taking slight damage. Because they're hitting those big area attacks, and some of that's smacking him a little bit. He isn't taking much damage.
I wonder if I can heal him. Nope.
Hey, wait. Oh, never mind. I just say, what are the LR buttons do? I thought it just switches the person you're using, not the person you're targeting.
Whoa, where did that come from?
What?
The victory pose there that he just did.
Yeah.
Well, I got in there mostly healthy.
Sam, what are you doing here? Came all this way and you're still full of energy. Do I know you?
We're Sam's bodyguards. Your mom hired us to keep him safe. And to make sure her boy got his allowance.
Keep it. I ain't taking her money. I can make ends meet on my own.
Who are they, Dylan? Friends of yours?
Claire, what are you doing out of bed? You know you need to stay off your feet. I know you came all this way, but I can't accept that. Just make sure Sam gets home safe for me.
Ah, man, come on.
Got her stubbornness and everything. Have it your way. Why don't you hang on to it?
This is a fortune.
If you really don't want it, I'll take it off your hands. But as a parent, I'm sure you want to give your kid the best life you can. And in my experience, that don't come cheap. Think it over.
That's true. We'll take it.
Dilster, was looking for you, dude.
Toby?
Sorry, got a little tied up. Hang on, aren't these guys with Avalanche? Rhonda said I might run into you.
Avalanche? Wait, you mean they're the ones who...
Oh, Sharpshooter's Compendium Volume 1.
Superstars themselves. I just want to say it is such an honor to meet you. Actually, while you're here, think I could ask you for a favor? Seeing as Dylan's situation
You know, that's
seems to be taking
a difference in this is them getting a good reputation around the world as opposed to most people just considering them ne'er-do-wells even if they don't know they're part of Avalanche. You know, most people are like, these guys to your characters.
Yeah. Hey, you got some levels. I don't know, brother. I'm not psychic.
You Victorinos are something else. When I saw you on the news, I was blown away.
Oh man, new town. I hope that's okay. I bet.
You
That's
see that upper bridge goes down to south. So you go across it and then go down that way. I think that seems to be true. I could be wrong. The maps are a little confusing in this game.
Literally a dream come true.
So is NPC pathing. Why is he taking this path?
Aha. Yes, that's what I needed to see. Okay. Oh, is he back up here? He is. Okay, cool.
didn't think it was odd it would be in town proper.
Under town is good enough, right? Oh, okay. It's kind of a different pattern for this, but okay. Did it too early.
Well done. You've located and analyzed all the crystals in the Junon region. Thanks to you, Phoenix's flames will no doubt be that much more radiant. Huh. Though you have yet to obtain the requisite materia, as I recall, you'll first need to confront the Divine via the convent.
That seemed like that might have been a box I could break.
Well, those things are in all the little divine places. You haven't noticed yourself just running through them like Barrett did just right there?
Yeah. Is there a Chadley here?
Yep.
Wow. This kid is just everywhere.
To me, or does he tend to be, if there's an outlaw camp around, he's in the outlaw camp?
Chadley's just a series of robots or clones or relatives.
I mean, these guys are outlaws, right?
I guess. Think so. They're like cool with Avalanche. Jesus Christ, go up the stairs. So, yeah. Oh, there he is. That is a super weird place for you, Chad.
Astounding amount of data, Cloud. Perhaps you would like to use it to develop materia?
Oh wow, up to 50% reducing cost.
Okay, that's cool. I need that. So I need this, I need this, and I need this, and yeah. Oh, cool. I don't have to go to the specific regions to get this shit.
Interesting. I don't know.
Poison and petrify or jump? Which one do you think?
What does jump do?
Use jump. Duh.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, that one sounds neater, but poison and petrify. I don't know how much of you needed poison and stone. Is quake?
No, it's quake.
Oh, it just has resistances to petrify and stone. So can you not petrify stuff then?
I don't know if quake turns stuff to stone. You know what? Fuck it. That's what we'll do.
I don't know why I thought jump was more like, you know, kind of like something in Kingdom Hearts or something. I know that's just a basic ability in Kingdom Hearts, but like, you know what I mean, where you equip it on and it's like, no, you can jump. Or like in Kingdom Hearts, the dodge roll is something you equip with ability stuff. You don't have to have it on. And, I thought it was kind of like that it would help you fight stuff in the air, but yeah, I don't know, I didn't think about, you know, the Lancer ability. So do you think they started calling them Dragoons to be like, let's make the Dragonlance reference a little less obvious?
Dragoons, was that a Russian thing, or was that a
Dragonlance?
No, Dragoons.
Oh, I don't remember what. Oh, it might have been French. It might have been Russian. I remember what. Oh, part of what made them their deal was that they used like muskets or something like that.
Yeah.
But I knew they did other stuff too, like, you know, they didn't use the sword and stuff. They were mounted units, right?
I believe so, but we are not history buffs here, so.
Oh yeah. I feel like on some level they were a somewhat elite unit in that they were trained to be able to, you know, like, I'm not saying, of course, you know, all soldiers are trained to fight in various ways, but like, you know, back then your place in battle was very specific, you know what I mean? But I think they were a little more general in that they could kind of not just be mounted units, if that makes any sense, but I think they were primarily mounted units. I don't remember what, like, because think about this, it's like, I remember looking this up at one point, or someone else looking it up, and like, they had a very specific loadout of weapons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to say that they were a heavy cavalry unit. I was actually surprised how often stuff like a paladin or a templar or a dragoon has, you know, it's like they wear this specific stuff, and you know, I'm like, wow, that's oddly specific. But I know that's how, like, you know, various military units are. You know, I know ogres in a lot of Final Fantasy games, but were they in the original 7?
I do not remember a specific enemy named ogre. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't one.
Okay. Well, yeah, it is one of those games that there's the enemies you're probably going to fight on the path, but there's actually a lot of enemies you may have never fought. You know, like, there's this kind of enemy in the, like, forests, or the forest or whatever outside of, like, Rocket Town that I had, like, I tend to forget it exists until I run into it. I'm like, oh wow.
Damn.
Rebirth flame, huh? Is he gonna heal himself all the way?
That would suck if he did.
Okay, he just hit you with it. This is a rare Final Fantasy where Rebirth Flame does damage. It actually usually doesn't.
Phoenix did damage in 7. It wasn't like a lot, but the big draw was, you know.
Oh yeah.
You just resurrected everybody.
It's the only one that does anything other than damage, right? Or at least any positive effects to your party or whatever. Because unlike most Final Fantasy games, all of them attack in 7.
I don't.
There isn't like Carbuncle or anything like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think Carbuncle was in that one.
Or like Golem, or like a unicorn, or
yeah,
you know. But like, in a lot of them, Rebirth. Some of them, there's a couple other instances where it'll damage, but in like a lot of them, it'll only do the resurrecting everybody thing, which is, you know, that's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think 7 has. Maybe it does, but I guess you can set yourself up to where Phoenix will save you when you die, but you can also set yourself up to where they'll cast Life 2 on everybody when you die, so, you know, like, it doesn't have to be Phoenix. But, I wonder what the first Final Fantasy game was where there was a chance Phoenix would come in and save you. Is that in 4 at all? If you have Rydia? Okay.
There is no... There is 2 healing summons in 4.
Usher is one of them, right?
Yeah, Usher is one, and Sylphs. I think in some versions that's recalled Pixies. But it's the one where like the 3 appear and they take some energy from one and give it to you.
Should have been clicking the sticks.
Alright. Well, this is all coming right along, isn't it? So I unlocked this and this one. No, level 2 lightning materia, level 3 wind. Oh, spirit up materia. Okay.
The spirit's magic defense in Final Fantasy 7, right?
I believe so. Alright, well,
have you made any progress lately in the hunt for that proto-relic I mentioned before? If not, don't worry. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to attend to. Anyway, just checking in.
That was odd. Anyway, we're gonna take a break, and be back in a little while. At some point tonight, there will probably be some fight night action. Probably more air guys. That's the name of it. This is John.
This is Nerd Leader.
And yeah, be back later.